Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining. Now, we're doing our Friday night press conference today, but it's a very sad day. Not for me, actually. Today, it's been a good day for me because Ashcroft, my boy, he listened. I said, Ashcroft, I need 100 from you, and he did it. He actually exceeded the 100. So we're going to keep Kelly now, so our team's going to change. But there's been some bad carnage, mainly Max Gawn. Now, I've been on Twitter, I've been on Messenger. A lot of people have him, okay? It's a disaster for some people, but don't worry, you'll bounce back because you have a lot of friends that have copped it as well. I'm going to show you the people, all the stories. There are a lot of stories to be told today, just coming down. But one story goes out to a good friend of mine. Let me show you something. Okay, my friend here, Janko Stojanovski, okay, he says disaster, mate. He had Gawn as captain. He says it's season over for him, season in shambles. And I feel sorry for him. Such a good bloke. But I said, don't worry, Janko, don't worry. It's all under control. Because his good friend, Richard Sevon, okay, he's going to give him a big cuddle and a big kiss. He said, don't worry. Richard Sevon said, don't worry. I'm going to hug him and kiss him. He'll be okay. Just come down, Janko. We go to Twitter. Okay, this is where all the carnage, all my friends here all cop the carnage. Okay, this is what happened. Let me show you something. I'll put up a post, well, a tweet. Okay, put a tweet. I always confuse posts with tweets. Just come down. Anyway, I'll put up a tweet. It says, looks like we are taking turns with Primo's getting injured. I hope no one had Stewart last week and Gawn this week. And oh my God, okay, the responses are unbelievable. Okay, some of the carnage, you're gonna hear things you're not gonna believe. Okay, listen to this. Okay, now Daniel Barillaro, last week. He says, after last week's captaincy disaster, he had led as captain last week. He decided to put the C on Gawn. Oh my God, that's so unlucky. Or sorry to hear about this, Daniel. Just come down next week. You're going to get the best captain, okay? Now, Brad Solly, he stole my guitar. I said, you have it. You can smash it for me, okay? Because I didn't want to. Already smashed enough guitars last week. He said, or even yesterday. Anyway, he said Sherry, Jones, and Kelly last week, all injured. Okay, so he traded Sherry to Gawn, and now Gawn got injured. Oh, that's unlucky. That's really, really unlucky. Just come down, Brad, okay? Now, Lockie Devine, he said he traded for Gawn 5 minutes before the bounce and had Stewart and Jones last week. That's unlucky. Some people have copped it really bad. Okay, but don't worry, Lockie. Things will get better. Just come down. Okay, grain-fed beef had Stewart last week, and he's had Gawn this week. Sorry to hear about this grain-fed, okay? Just come down. You'll get better for you. Just come down. Okay, now, Scotty B, Stewart, Jones, and Jelly and Gawn. He's had all 4 of them. You can't get any more. It's so unlucky. And he said, won't be trading Jelly now at least. Well, that's correct. Jelly's going to score you 150s every single week after this. Don't worry about Scotty, okay? Just come down, okay? Now, Peter C., I'm only guilty with Stewart. Well, it's not too bad. You got lucky, Peter. Well, not really lucky, but at least you didn't get the Gawn one. Okay, the Killer Bees. What have they done? He said my draft team with ceiling. No, don't worry about the draft team, Killer Bees. Just come down. We're not talking about draft here. This is Supercoach. Well, it's Supercoach's draft, but luckily you don't have it in Supercoach. Now, Maddie, Texas Legends Walker, okay, that's a good name. He says, the top 3 teams from last week will drop as they all had him. Oh my God, that's bad, okay? That's unlucky. You get to the top 10. It's very hard to get there. And once you're there, you cop the Gawn injury. That's unlucky, okay? The poor teams in the top 10, okay? Top 3 of them. Now, an uneducated opinion. This can be very cruel. You're correct. Very cruel game, this game. Now, Bevan, check this out, okay? Look what Bevan posted. Okay, good job, Bevan. Okay, he says Phil Fleet's owners. Now, 751 people traded Stewart to Gawn. Now that is unlucky. All right? You cannot get any unlucky than that. Okay, well you can unless you made him captain. That's worse, but that's pretty bad. Okay, 188 people traded Liam Jones to Gawn. And it gets worse. 89 people traded Brody Grundy to Gawn. Okay, now they have to get Grundy back. Oh, that's unlucky. Oh, that's really unlucky. Some people went from Laird to Gawn. Some gone from Rowan Marshall to Gawn. Why would you trade Rowan Marshall? Well, you don't trade Rowan Marshall. Anyway, they did it and went to Gawn. Well, that's unlucky. Someone from Josh Kelly to Gone. Nat Fife to Gone. Hopper to Gone. Very unlucky. Okay, there's more. Check this out. Well, Jason says, imagine if you went Sherry to Gone. Well, it happened. Some people have done it. Temujin, he says, I have Grundy, so big win. Well, Temujin is now boasting. Just coming down, Temujin. Okay, but yes, you're very lucky. You're now on a winner. Okay, just coming down. Now, Max Monitz says Stuart Jones and Captain Jelly. Oops, I better cover this. Now it says, now Gone. Time to delete. Don't delete Team Max. Just coming down, Max. Okay, it'll get better for you. Right, let's continue. Okay, there's more stories because I actually put it up on Twitter again. And after this, later on, I said, oh, look, I'm going to share your stories because they have to be shared because people need to know. Because it's going to comfort some people because it's not really comforting, but sometimes when someone shares your grief, it's a bit more comforting than if you think you're the only one. So that's why I'm sharing this. So it doesn't comfort you, but you sort of know that you're not alone. Okay, you have friends that are suffering like you are, okay? So it's not really to comfort you, but it is. It's not really, anyway, you know what I'm talking about, just coming down. Anyway, let's continue. Now, Brad Martland, he said he traded Sherry to Gone, which makes it worse. 26 points, 2 trades, 2 rounds. It is unlucky, Brad, very unlucky. Okay. And MJ asked if I traded out Ashcroft. No, we kept Ashcroft, MJ. Just coming down, MJ, okay? Now, Mr. Sabutito, okay, I hope I said it correct. He said he had Sion led last round, got Maxine this round, and gave him the V. Oh, that's unlucky. Now, Mr. Subutio, okay, this young man here, he actually has warned everyone. So everyone just beware. Look, he gave me another tweet later on. Right, he gave everyone a warning. He said that he has the VC. Okay, now keep in mind he seeded Laird last week. He got and Laird, you know what Laird did? He got 50. VC'd Maxi. Now this week, look what he's done. He said now this week he's got the captaincy on Wits. Okay, I have to see on Wits. Just so everyone with captaincy on Wits, just come down and just cross your fingers and close your eyes. Okay, everyone come down. All right, let's continue. The Duke. All right, my boy here, the Duke. Let's see what he says. I know he says he knows someone who had Jones, Stewart, Sherry, and Kelly last week. Well, we found a few of them, and they moved Sherry to Gone. Yes, and they just deleted the app. It's a tough game and bad luck. It's true, Duke. It's a very tough game for some peoples. Now Ross said Jones and Sherry. Okay, poor bloke. All right, just coming down, Ross. You'll be okay. And John McDonald's going to go back to crypto trading. John, don't go to crypto trading. Just come down, John, okay? And TSO 1967, he's younger than me still, okay? He says, took VC off Gulliver for Gone. Well, that's unlucky. Still got 3 tons and 3 from others. Still can't come down. It's very hard, especially when you do this. Oliver to Gone, that's unlucky. All right, but it's not your fault because we thought that Oliver was going to get tagged, which he did at the start, but then they took the tag off. Anyway, let's continue. Let's actually have a look at the scores, okay? Now, if you had Oliver, you've done well, 136, okay? So Oliver gets to hold his price value a bit longer now, so it's actually not good for non-owners, okay? Oliver didn't get tagged. He was going to get tagged, and they stopped the tag. Why would you stop the tag? You know we're going to get him cheaper now. We can't, okay? Just come it down. Anyway, so Oliver went 136. It's going to be harder to get now. Petrarca, 97, so his price is going to drop. Who else here? Let's have a look. Grundy, they're very disappointing, to be honest. I mean, solo ruck. Grundy only scored 72 as a solo ruck. 45 hitouts. 45 hitouts, only scored 72. There's something wrong there, okay? Doesn't unless he hit the ball straight to the opposition every time. That must have been the case. Anyway, let's continue. Who else? What else happened here? Chandler. Well, only scored 71. He had a big game last week. When I say only, it's a 123k rookie, so it's still okay. But there are some players coming back into the team, so I'm not sure 71's enough. Anyway, but might have to still get him in. Is Jets. Not sure about job security though, so that's the only problem. Is there anything else here we need to know about besides Gone? And Gone, he did get up to 2 points, but now they've dropped it off again, back to 0. So Gone got no points. Now, with the Lions, Zorko, 138, well, 138, and, as soon as he went off, the lights went out. So there are rumours going around that maybe Zorko pulled the plug and switched the lights off because he was upset. But I don't think that was true, but it could have happened just coming down. Anyway, Dunkley, 116, had a big game. Well, Dunkley sort of got that last week as well. He got 108 last week, so he's very consistent. He's around about the one. He's a top forward for sure. If you don't have Dunkley yet, you're in trouble. You need to get him. If you don't have him yet, you got to do a correction, try to get him in this week. Ashcroft, what a jet, 105. He listened to the Scodfather. He's my hero this week. Ashcroft is my hero. This week I'm going to buy him steaks all week. Steaks every day for Ashcroft. Just coming down, Ashcroft. Okay. Lockie Neal, 99. That goes with his 90-odd last week. He's going to drop in price so bad. He's a very 670k player. 2 sets of 99s. He's dropping bad. Might be the worst part about Lockie Neal. He's around 12 buy player, but you still have to get him. Conor McKenna, 77, did well. Not the same 93s. This is pretty much the score I'm expecting from McKenna every week, around about the 70s, okay? That's why I said to everyone, don't expect those 90s, okay? Because I'm expecting around about the 70 to 80, which is still good. It's going to get you, make you that 150k. But don't expect him to score like a primo, or like the 93 last week, because he kicked the goal as well. It may not happen, all right? Mind you, got Wilmot at 117k scoring 68s. That's probably better than the 77 scored by McKenna, because McKenna's 170k. All right, so it's actually good value. Wilmot at 68 points. That's brilliant. And who else was here? That's Supercoach relevant. That's about it. Okay, now that's it with their summary. Once again, commiserations to everyone that has gone. Okay, may the rest of this week be fruitful for you, and may you have good luck all the weekend. Okay, just calm it down. It can't get any worse than this. Okay, it has to get better now. And thanks for joining, everyone. And remember one thing: it's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.